I think we bury people alive at work. I was just a low-level data entry clerk at Sentinel Industries, one of those faceless corporate giants that sucks the soul right out of you. I had a stable paycheck, a steady stream of meaningless meetings, and a boss who seemed to genuinely care about me, or at least my productivity. I did all the usual things you do at a job like that: clicked the right buttons, stared at spreadsheets, and counted down the minutes until lunch. The Sentinel has a dark side, a side that only those of us in the trenches got to see, a side where people got fired for being too slow, too loud, or just too annoying to watch, like the woman in marketing who wore a different perfume every day. It was like she was trying to torture us on purpose, and finally one of the IT guys got so tired of her constant complaints he decided to push her a little too hard. That was a week ago, and since then things have been getting weird. The CEO calls me into his office every night and asks me to type up these weird reports full of jargon and corporate buzzwords, but every time I turn to the page with the summary I find something else. There are a list of names of people who worked at Sentinel back in the 80s with the dates of their death next to them. Some guy named Jimmy who supposedly died in a tragic accident on the loading dock, but I swear I saw him sipping coffee in the break room yesterday. It starts with little things. I find a folder under the name of some guy John Smith who died in 1982, but the date keeps changing on me from 2003 to 2020 to last week. But I know I saw the same folder in 2019, so maybe John Smith died again, or maybe he never died at all. Maybe he's still alive and living in my cubicle, or eating the microwave leftovers from the cafeteria. My boss keeps telling me to speed up the reports, but he doesn't explain why or what these reports are. Even for all he says is something about the project, but I know that just means he doesn't know what he's talking about. Either the IT guy who got rid of the marketing lady is always around now. He doesn't say much, just grunts and nods when asked, but I saw him whispering something to my boss in the supply closet the other day, something that seemed to make him laugh. Tonight I typed up the final report, but as I was closing down the computer, something caught my eye. A little folder with a name that made my heart stop: Data Entry Clerk 101. It was the same job description I created for the company I work for, but there's no one assigned to it, and the job is marked as active since 1998, so maybe that means I've been doing this job all along, or maybe I'm just going crazy from staring at spreadsheets. Then I heard my name being called in the hallway by the voice I've come to dread. It was my boss. He was standing outside my cubicle with the smile he is when he's not watching me die in my sleep, or whatever other hellish fate Sentinel has planned for me. I didn't want to look up. I knew what was coming, but my face kept trying to raise itself up to meet his eyes. "Your work is going to change the world," he said. But when I looked down, I saw my report, my masterpiece of corporate evil, sitting on his desk with my name on it, and all the names of those people who used to work at Sentinel with the dates of their death next to them. I know now why we bury people alive.